Some coffee brands at Tesco look premium, but the shopper ratings tell a very different story. We dug into the actual star ratings and review counts across 7 popular brands and ranges, and what we found is a clear pattern. The fancier the packaging, the bigger the gap between what you expect and what shoppers actually report. We are counting down 5 coffee brands that are not worth your money, then revealing 2 that genuinely deliver. From heritage names with 0 reviews to own brand options dragged down by hundreds of disappointed buyers, this list gets worse as we go. Let us start with number 5, a brand that sounds impressive but has almost no evidence to back it up. In 5th place, Rom Boots carries all the cues of a premium heritage brand, but on Tesco's shelves it is a name that barely registers with shoppers. Both the instant and micro-ground jars appear online with no star rating and 0 reviews as of March 2026. That means there is simply no evidence, good or bad, to support the promises made by the traditional branding. While the packaging suggests old world quality and a richer coffee experience, the complete lack of customer feedback leaves buyers with nothing to go on. When better rated options are just as easy to find, Rom Boots looks more like a gamble than a smart buy, because you are paying for prestige without any reassurance from other shoppers. In 4th place, Loar's instant coffee jars promise a luxury experience with their glossy gold packaging and sleek branding. But the reality doesn't quite live up to the image or the price tag. On Tesco shelves, a 100-gram jar of Loar often sells for close to £4.80, putting it firmly in the premium bracket, more expensive per gram than many rivals. Yet the shopper ratings tell a different story. LOR's core instant jars hover around 3.9 stars out of 5, based on about 140 reviews. That's a solidly average score, not the kind of response you expect when paying extra for a so-called upscale brand. For shoppers, this means paying nearly double the price of some big-name alternatives without getting a noticeable jump in satisfaction. The numbers make it clear. LOR's premium look and price just don't translate into higher enjoyment for most Tesco buyers. In 3rd place, Grind's coffee jars offer a masterclass in premium storytelling. With minimalist packaging, claims of hand-roasted beans, and plenty of buzzwords like micro-ground and specialty grade. On paper, it is a brand that promises a cafe-style experience right from your kitchen. But when Tesco shoppers rate the product, the numbers tell a different story. As of March 2026, Grind's instant and micro-ground jars average just 3.3 stars from 95 reviews, with a price tag of £5.20 per 100 grams. That is a higher price than most mainstream options, but the satisfaction just is not there. Many reviewers point to a bland taste or a lack of depth, and the supposed barista edge does not seem to come through in the cup. The expectation gap here is hard to ignore. Grind's upscale narrative simply does not match the reality for most Tesco buyers. For those looking to get what they pay for, Grind's big promises fall flat. In 2nd place, Tesco Gold looks like the classic budget pick. A big jar, a low price per 100 grams, and a name that has been on the shelf for years. But the numbers tell a different story. With 850 shopper reviews logged as of March 2026, and an average rating of just 3.1 stars, this is no fluke or one-off disappointment. That is a high volume of feedback, and the message is consistent. Even at £2.65 per 100 grams, Tesco Gold leaves many drinkers cold. Shoppers repeatedly point to a thin, uninspiring taste and a lack of real coffee character, undercutting the argument that cheap is good enough, when hundreds of people agree that a bargain coffee does not deliver. It is a warning that is hard to ignore. For anyone tempted by the low price, the overwhelming verdict is clear. Tesco Gold might save a few pennies, but it does not offer real value for your morning cup. And finally, in first place, Tesco Finest's barista-style instant range sets the gold standard for premium disappointment. The packaging leans hard on artisan cues, matte black jars, embossed foil, and tasting notes that promise a microground, cafe-quality experience. But when it comes to real-world satisfaction, the numbers are damning. As of March 2026, Tesco's own shopper data puts these jars at just 2.9 stars from a massive 1,200 reviews. A high confidence verdict that is hard to ignore. At £4.90 per 100 grams, this is one of the priciest options on the shelf, yet the complaints keep piling up. Shoppers call out a gritty mouthfeel, undissolved particles, and a weak, watery taste that falls miles short of the barista promise. The most common feedback clusters around the sense of paying top dollar for coffee that tastes no better than a discount brand. The expectation gap is impossible to miss. Premium branding, premium price, but a bottom-tier experience according to Tesco's own customers. The data sends a clear warning. Tesco Finest is the biggest mismatch between promise and performance in the entire aisle. In second place, Kenco's mainstream instant range stands out as a steady, no-nonsense pick for everyday coffee drinkers. While it does not make bold claims about artisan roasting or barista magic, it consistently delivers what most shoppers actually want: reliability in the cup and a fair deal at the checkout. On Tesco shelves, Kenco's classic instant jars are priced at £3.60 per 100 grams, a mid-range figure that avoids both the budget basement and the premium trap. As of March 2026, the brand holds a solid 4.0 star rating from 320 Tesco reviews, a level of satisfaction that is hard to argue with given the volume of feedback. This combination of decent taste, approachable price, and broad shopper validation pushes Kenco's value index to around 11, putting it comfortably ahead of the premium brands that charge more for less certainty. The numbers suggest Kenco is a safer bet than most, especially for buyers tired of rolling the dice on fancier labels. While it does not quite reach the very top for overall shopper delight, Kenco's blend of trustworthiness and value makes it a dependable daily pick, one that rarely disappoints and often outlasts the hype-driven competition. And finally, in first place, Nescafé stands out as the safest supermarket buy for Tesco coffee shoppers. Across both the Gold Blend and Azera ranges, the numbers are hard to beat. Nescafé Azera. Intense posts a 4.4 star average from 169 reviews, while the decaf version edges even higher at 4.5 stars from 110 reviews. Figures that dwarf the low count or middling scores seen elsewhere. When ratings are weighted for volume, Nescafé's Azera jars land at a robust 4.44 stars. That's not just statistical noise, it's real-world validation from hundreds of buyers who keep coming back for more. The value calculation is just as convincing. A 150-gram pouch of Gold Blend sells for £5.99, which works out to £4 per 100 grams. With a standard 2-gram serving per cup, the cost comes in at just 8 pence per cup, one of the lowest in the aisle and far below the premium-posed alternatives. When you factor in the value index, a simple formula that divides the weighted star rating by the price per 100 grams and multiplies by 10, Nescafé scores an industry-leading 11.1, the highest of any major brand on the Tesco shelf. For shoppers, the message is clear. Nescafé doesn't just win on popularity or price, It delivers the best combination of satisfaction and value. Whether you reach for Gold Blend or Azera, you're getting a cup that's been tested, rated, and approved by hundreds of real Tesco customers. In a crowded market full of overpromises and letdowns, Nescafé is the one brand that consistently lives up to its reputation. Across all 7 brands, one pattern stands out. Bold packaging and premium pricing do not guarantee satisfaction. Shoppers reward real taste and consistent value. In today's coffee aisle, reputation is earned, not just marketed. That's what makes genuine customer feedback the smartest tool for every Tesco coffee buy. Which brands have surprised you? Drop your thoughts below.